6 a.m. Saturday morning, attached to the morning market watch, is going to be the pre-order for the Battle Marine X Gem deck box. If you guys know, we do all of our deck boxes with the gem. It's a little bit of the secret menu out here. I'll leave a link down below so you can get ready to grab yours. Let's pass on over to Market Watch, shall we? Make sure you smash the living crap out of that subscribe button. Don't be like one of the 30% of you that have not. Alright, so what in the world is going on back here in the world of Zodiac cards? You're probably like, really? We're talking about Zoo? Whiptails not the thing that I wanted to talk about here, but I just wanted to show that Whiptails have gone down. This is acceptable, right? Like, this is good. Now, this is where things aren't good back here. Chalkonines are $13 a piece. Do you know why Chalkonines are so much money? Because 2 level 4 monsters makes Chalkonine. Alright, Chalkonine. Wow. So there's some pretty crazy sales here. Yeah, 14? Escalating on up. Like, oof. But, don't worry, that's not the only thing that's up right now. Borbo's also gone up to the $6 mark, essentially, after shipping here. The reason why we're seeing these two particular cards go up is Zeus is now more affordable. Every deck that can put 2 level 4s on the field slaps the Chalkonine on the field, loads up the Borbo on top, attacks directly. You drop a double drop Zeus on your opponent. The Zeus can pop twice. That's what we're seeing right now. I'm not surprised to see that these have been going up. It's been a pretty constant upward spike here, but the fact that, you know, we're at this point, so you can grab a lot of Italian copies here for $1 a piece. So I think that this is actually pretty good. When you can see the line being held by Italians, it's acceptable. It's a lot better. I'd spend $4 from the Pro Potato here, and then, you know, rather than spend $15 for full English. So that's a little bit absurd. Ram's still really cheap. Everything else down here from the Zodiac department itself, incredibly affordable. It's just this is getting a little bit out of hand. Not too happy about that. Better luck next time. $12, $8, $19. What's going on with this one? Well, as of this point in time, obviously, once this abnormality is gone, you're settling back up to the $16 mark. The reason for this, I believe, is because the punk stuff just got reprinted. If, you know, once again, we say this all the time in the market, if you see one downward push on a certain part of the market, then something else has to spin up. That's just kind of how it works at this stage. So, yeah, we're seeing better luck next time pushing up. Rest of the Gold Pride stuff. Captain Carries are down to $117. Wow. Those did not last. Wow. Chariot Carries down to 88 or 84. Wow. That's, oof. Gold Pride Leon's still holding at 10s. 10s for these. Okay, we're at $7 right now for the Roller Baller. $3 for Captain Carries. The Crowd Goes Wild's $1. So, yeah, there's a lot of displacement in terms of value for this. I mean, once again, if everything's, you know, spinning around, better luck next time, I guess, is the piece of the candy that has to spin around and do its thing. Royal Oppression. Now, this is usually due to Edison about 95% of the time, maybe some other really weird old format, but it's always the gold version that's the culprit down here. Obviously, DTs are still $14, but $14 still on these. These have obviously gone down quite a little bit, but a few people like Robbie, you know, Oppression's had a lot of sales in the last couple days. Yeah, it's had a decent amount. It's not like a lot, but it's still, for a banned card that has this much power, it's amazing to me. Like, there are 120 copies of this on the market, and it's still $6 for a damaged copy. Like, it's honestly at this stage pretty laughably impressive at how much value there is. Now this is a ride. There are 28 copies of Unicorn on the market for the collector's rare. This isn't terrible. It's definitely could be a lot better. 55, 60, 62, on up to 63, on up to 68. Had no real recent sales, but this isn't what I'm like curious about. Nightmare Phoenix down here has 18 listings at this stage. $60 looks like it's, yeah, 60 plus is the name of the game for this. But that's not like the interesting part. We're just gonna keep going down here. Griffin's expensive. That's $6 to $7. Okay. These are $3 for the alt art. Nightmare Phoenixes at dollars. But wait, there's more. Hey, look, it's Cerberus. I don't know if you guys remember this guy, but he's been on a downward spiral here, but these do move in decent burst here. So if you got old versions of the ultras of these, Cerberus is still something that players tend to look at because it is a spot removal option. It is good. Zombie Master, oh boy, this ties back to Edison format. There's never an end to the Edison format shenanigans. Also, to be fair, Ulti Zombie Masters have always been a wild ride. Yeah, $100+ still. I don't think that this ever actually changes itself, to be honest with you. Super rares from Tactical, it's really $5. Wow, these had a recent spike up too. Yeah, somebody bought one for $11. And then you got a $6 light play down there. Okay, so not terrible. It's not good by any stretch of the imagination. And you push on down, yeah, the rest of the Zombie Master stuff is relatively cheap. It does amaze me, like, seeing some of the value here for some of this stuff. Okay. What else we got back here? Glorious Illusion. This is by far, I think, one of the funniest and cheapest Dual Sleeve cards out there. $1 for Purpleberry, Blueberry's $1. The regular rares are 15 cents. I just wanted to check this and showcase this so you could all have a good laugh at how much, you know, the world of Dual Sleeve has pushed down. Obviously, this is going to be the apex of this. Somebody actually... We have sales. Excuse me. $250. No, 175. One sold back in May. The only one on record selling. We had one sell each month at 100+. What? I didn't even notice this. The Reds also had a sale. 6.8 for 120 for light play. What? And they said that the collector's market is dead. You see things like this happen. Yeah, 163. Wow. Duelist League Dark Magician Girls. I guess this is what the market's all about, right? Breath of the Light here. I said Breath of the Wild. 130. Yeah. This part of the market is an entirely different creature. Like, these were already incredibly niche cards as it was. And the fact that you're seeing these be even more niche on the secondary, it's wild. And the fact that you actually had a sale, I think, is by far probably the most impressive thing. Minkanko stuff. Oh boy. So these are still $84. This has not, like, recovered, period. Like, this has still been doing its thing. Nani's here at $40. These are still pretty cheap. Reflection Rondos at 33s. Ohime's look like they are... Shit, these are going up. 2022, and somebody bought an Ohime for $50. Wow, the market. I don't know, man. Like, that's wild. Water Abereski still on buyout status. These are still $15 a piece, and they are not stopping. Interesting. Borreload, Furious Dragon from the structure deck. Now remember, there was a list out of France that I believe actually played this. Yeah, these are still dollars. It's not really much of a turn up here. This is just one of those things that you do need to be aware of. It does also a super poly target technically against Dragon Link if you really need it. Yasenju cards. You know, all of this is so cheap. Like, it is some of the freest value that you can get here. But what I want to check in here, these have finally settled back down. If you remember how disgustingly terrible the My Yasenju dieback buyout was previously, this was a ride to see. And I'm glad to see that we've seen, you know, a nice little retrace of value happen back on this. So that's all that I have for you today on the market. I really do hope that things get more interesting and cool down a little bit more, but there are some very interesting things happening. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you're saying, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.